Hello everyone and welcome to your tarot reading. I usually do this on a Tuesday, but it's late this week, so we're going to do it on Wednesday. I hope you're all well. Today is October 16th and we're going to begin with the tarot. I have opened up my energy and tuned in. I have some incense, some frankincense and myrrh burning in the background, and had a little bit of Palo Santo as well. Beautiful, beautiful smell. I don't know about you, but the energy for the full moon in Aries tomorrow is super full moon, is very intense. I had to go and lie down before doing this reading, and I was having all kinds of dreams, strange dreams. Yeah, very strange. So, and also when I just closed my eyes as I was lying down, I was seeing the colours of Reiki energy. So often when you have a Reiki treatment, you're lying down, you have your eyes closed, and you can see colour, and often it is purples, pinks, blues, and I was just resting, but I had all of this colour coming in. So I feel that this energy that's coming in, the energy that keeps coming from these solar flares that is reaching us, is actually healing us and changing us and shifting us. Because now I'm not tuned into the Reiki. I haven't decided to do Reiki on myself. I literally am lying down, closing my eyes, and purple. So let me know if you're seeing that too, because it means you're receiving a very high grade frequency, a healing frequency, and your body's absorbing it, and therefore your body can be tired, your body can need a little bit extra rest. And so the work that you would normally be doing might be postponed, a bit like my reading was meant to happen yesterday, but I had to postpone it so that I could do that today for you. And I think it's because just the foggy head, the can't concentrate, and I had to lie down because I knew if I don't, I'm not going to be able to concentrate, I'm not going to be able to be here, I'm not going to be able to focus like I can now. Now I feel rejuvenated. Something was definitely happening in my sleep, and I feel ready to go. So let's do it. Let's do your card reading for this week. Go out the old energy. I hope you're all well. It's just after 4 o'clock now in the afternoon, and it has turned into a beautiful bright day. The sky's blue out there. We had very heavy kind of grey overcast a while ago. I had the plumber here doing some plumbing works, and I thought it was going to thunderstorm, but that cleared, and it is now a beautiful. Okay, so I'm just shuffling the cards, and I'm going to pick some tarot and go through the meanings. This is not fortune telling. This is not telling you what to do with your life. This is simply reading the energy of the week for your entertainment, reading the energy of the cards. There's so many different ways to read one card, so I'm trying to give you an idea of the story as it weaves and the energy. So let's get a few more cards, if we will, please. Okay, so that's okay. Okay. I do love reading the tarot for you. I hope you enjoy. Oops, that's probably too many. That one was definitely out. I'll take that one. So let's take one more. Then we'll have 6. So I've got 3 that are face up, so I can see them, so I know what they are. And I've got 2 that are face down, 3 that are face down. Thank you. So that's the 3rd one. So sometimes I do show you the underneath of the card. So this one we have is the 2 of Swords. Is it better that way? 2 of Swords. And you can see there she feels tied up. She feels that she cannot move. And she has all these thoughts and worries in her head. So it is like that thing when you make a decision, or you're thinking about making a decision, and you have somewhere to go or something to do. And then all of these issues prop up, and you're kind of thinking, yeah, but what about that? What do I do about that? And da. So all the concerns, all the worries then sort of trap you, and then you can't get anywhere. And she's like refusing to actually look at what's around her, refusing to, okay, so let's find out what one of these swords is, and how do I manage that? How do I deal with that? Because she's kind of feeling imprisoned now. She's kept from the castle, so something is stopping her moving on, and it's all of these worries and concerns that she has. The blindfold means that she's not actually looking at them. But you could also look at that as, sorry, did I say 2 of Swords? I meant 8 of Swords. Interesting. The blindfold means you might have to look internally. So you might have to do the meditation. You might have to do the, let me see clearly. Let me just stop for a minute. Let me just take a moment. Because you can blow things out of proportion as well. You can blow the 2 of Swords up to the 8 of Swords, right? Maybe it's about that. It's like once you've decided, yeah, but what about this? Then you get tons of reasons that keep you stuck, okay? So if anyone's feeling a bit stuck, if anyone's feeling a bit like there's some place they want to go, but there's so many different elements, it's actually preventing them from taking the next step. What the cards are saying are the 6 of Wands. So the 6 of Wands, you can see this fellow here is riding in on this horse with this wreath held in the air, because this is the card of success. So the energy of the reed is one of success. The energy of the reed is one where whatever endeavor you put your mind to, and this is the Wands, so it could be something creative, it could be something you're passionate about, and you're moving forward in a direction, and you have the support of the town, support of the people, support of the community. So you're really standing out on your own. You're really being this successful entrepreneur, perhaps, in something that you're passionate about. You don't want to let it go. You have this dream, and you're moving forward in this successful manner. I'm actually now, and it's actually around the flames here. So can you see, it's different things get pulled out at different times. I notice different things in cards. So the flames here have a sort of a white glow around them. So there is this, you might say flames are like fire, like the heat of the sun, like the power of the sun, and that creates this glow. So it's that passion that you have, that fire inside you, that you can use to energize you to move forward. Now, what we do notice is there is something about, standing aloft or sitting aloft on this horse, is not to get too much into your ego. So there's an element of the horse looking back and saying, are you on your high horse? So it's not about saying, oh, look at my success and look what I've done and how brilliant am I. The success is represents the community. So it's about being that cooperative kind of energy. Because as one of the books, Paulo Coelho, how do we say it? The winner stands alone. So you don't want to be just standing out on your own. You want to have support of the community behind you. So, and success possibly comes with its pitfalls. But this is a good card. This pretends to a good outcome. This pretends to a period where you felt that things have been moving, that you felt that things are positive, that you are getting a chance to move forward with your passion, and to work with your passion, to develop it, to show it to the world. So you're showing it to the world, and the world approves. But maybe you're just not getting enough rest, and that can be due to the solar flares, that can be due to the cosmic weather, let's say, but also this is just that insomnia, not being able to get a good night's sleep. Do you need to reduce your caffeine intake? Do you need to reduce your drinking? Do you need to reduce anything that can interrupt decent sleep? And this is also worries and thoughts, and it's the 9. So on the base we had that the worries and thoughts were keeping you bound, keeping you from moving. So we've come from the 8 to the 9. So now they're actually bothering you at night, so you're not sleeping. You're not getting the rest. Something's weighing heavy on your mind. These thoughts are weighing heavy on your mind. These worries are weighing heavy on your mind. But it's not all lost, because we have butterflies along here, which is about transformation. We have hearts on the blanket. So although it's weighing heavy, there is the option for it to shift and change. It's not all bad. It's not too bad. But whatever you're going through, the sleep might be light. You might need more naps. You might find yourself awake and therefore exhausted in the day. You might not know what's keeping you awake at night. You might not know what these worries and concerns are, but something is certainly keeping you up. And it's like, I have a friend who sometimes will wake in the night because of an issue. She's thinking of a problem, and then the problem just gets bigger, because when you're lying there in the dark and you've got your problem, and then you think of all the different routes around this problem, all the possibilities for fixing it, for healing it, but then how it could go wrong even more. So then you can create an extra problem. So we've gone from the 8 to the 9, so you've just added something else because of this overthinking at night. So maybe be a little bit more focused on your nighttime routine, on getting proper sleep, on calming down before sleep, maybe reading rather than using the screen, because the screen keeps you alert and awake. So maybe just get out a book, an old school book, and do a couple of chapters, and let that help you drift off to sleep. But certainly there's some frustration that's going on that means you're not getting adequate sleep. And then we have the Two of Cups. So the Two of Cups is a card of love. It's a card of romance. It is a card of someone coming in to offer you their cup of love. What's interesting about this particular design of card is that he seems to be taking her cup and she seems to be giving her cup. So he's, in a sense, getting two cups. I think that's interesting in this. Well, he is offering one, but he's holding firm to that. So this is usually the start of our nice relationship. It can be a little bit codependent. It can be a little bit honeymoon phase, when you're glued together, when you're kind of joined at the hip, you can't get enough of each other. At date night, that love, that romance, that youthful beginnings of relationship. So this points to that type of energy, and maybe that's what you're concerned about. Maybe that's what you're worried about. Maybe you're worried about going into this relationship, but there is certainly a suitor here who's come forward for you. And it does mean that, you will have a path together. It's balancing that masculine and feminine. Maybe you've been carrying the load yourself and you want to have somebody to share the load with. So being able to be more in your feminine. And so, for example, a man can come in and be more in his masculine, and therefore just take some of that off you, which will then allow you to move much more into your feminine. Or for a guy, it might be that you've not felt like you could step up to that masculine plate. You've not felt that you could offer somebody something and that they would give you their cup. And so this is kind of saying that when you meet that someone, you'll want to rise into your masculine. You'll want to step into that masculine. That testosterone will rise when you're next to the right person. So it's being aware of your hormonal balance, let's say, masculine and feminine hormonal balance. It is overseen by the angels. So this is a beautiful love relationship that's coming in. So we have a successful period where the energy is good, the fire is good. Just be careful about your ego and thinking that, how fantastic you are, right? And this is, you maybe you're not getting adequate sleep. You're not getting good quality sleep. And to function in the daytime, you need that. Maybe you're just staying up too late watching movies or being online or on the phone, and it's ruining your sleep, and then you're just have this kind of addictive mind. But there is this new energy coming in, so we want you to be at your best. We want you to rise to the occasion. We want you to be present, be available, to present your cup. And they're dressed very nicely. He's dressed fantastic. He's properly come out in his suit, he's suited and booted, you might say. And she's there in this beautiful feminine dress. So there's this element of, dress to impress. Don't be frightened of expressing who you are in your clothing. Don't be frightened of doing your hair. Don't be frightened of embellishing yourself. There's love here, there's innocence, there's spirituality, there's the countryside, nature. It's natural. It's a natural coming together. And the card I don't know is Two of Wands. So this person might be at distance. This is often the at distance card. So there could be someone that you might have started a bit of a romance with at one point, but then they were abroad. They were far away from you. And you end up standing here on the side of the castle alone, looking out across the water and wondering where they are and what they're doing. The Two of Wands points to, working on something. So these passions that you have been working on, and you've created a certain amount, which you're happy with, it's not going anywhere. And you're in the process of continuing that endeavour. And you're looking out onto the waters and you're seeing where you want to go next, what's the horizon, where you want to move to. And there's an element of nature here because of the wands are very much natural. There's fire here again. There's the water, but it's making plans. So you're there in this position and you're examining your world, you're looking out onto your world. And it's going to reveal to you what you need to know. It's sometimes we need to look at what's around us, and this person is then going to make some plans. So it's a planning phase. So when you have this idea, this passion, it could be a person, it could be a thing, then you have to make plans around that. You have to decide how you're going to go forward, how you're going to go and get what you want, particularly if it is a love relationship, if it is something that's abroad. What are you going to do about it? And this is the fire sign. So the fire sign is there, and he's looking. He wants to go for something. He made that connection, and he's kind of working on it now. What next? What next? How do maybe made the proposal, and now how do I move forward with that? The Two of Cups is very emotional, and then the Two of Wands is very passionate. So you've got that emotional connection, and then the passion is there. But you have to make plans. How do you make plans? You have to have dates. You have to plan meetings. You have to arrange to meet up and to gather and get together. And how's your life going to move forward? Because you're the one with the castle. So you have to plan how you're going to go out and get what you need. And it brings me back to this, because the castle is in the background here. So it's how are you going to get your thinking clear so you can make your way to the castle? Because perhaps the guy with the Two of Wands is here, but you're so thinking, I can't move, that you're stuck. You feel bound. So then we have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is usually an air sign. She's quite stoic. She's quite cold. She can be controlling. She can be manipulating. She can be cutting. So that shut off, cold, and that demonstration of that is very much the Queen of Swords. And we want to teach the Queen of Swords to warm up a little. We want to teach her that it's okay to open yourself up to love. So perhaps this is the lady in the Eight of Swords who felt tied, bound, restricted, and here she is again with the swords, not able to sleep at night. She might have blonde hair, and for worries, for fears, for anxiety. And she has this offering of love, and there is passion, but she is still cut off. She is still in command. She's still controlling. She can be quite, how shall I say, critical. She can cut you in two. That's what they say. Oh, she cut me in two. So you have to be very mindful of this. Certainly there's an amount of intellect with the mind, and again, it's that mind, it's that sword energy, it's that, we've got the clouds in her cloak here, so very much again about reinforcing that air energy, that thinking energy, overthinking, maybe not thinking about what she says, not thinking about how she might hurt someone with that sword. We have an angel in her chair. We have butterflies along the side. So there is room for transformation. And her feet are on this red pillow here, this cushion. So there is a need to ground that air, whatever is coming in, whatever information. Because the sword is about information, that we reach up to the heavens and we get the information that we need. But she has to ground that. And she has to be able to communicate. She's dressed in blue. Blue is the colour of communication. So she has to be able to be open to communication. She has to be able to express herself, but also listen. So communication is the two things. So it's speaking, but also hearing. It's speaking and listening. And not just hearing, actually, because you can hear somebody, but you're not listening to what they're saying. You're not receiving what they're trying to tell you. So there's a great deal of learning, I feel, that must happen with the Queen of Swords here. She can be quite cruel. And it's possibly a defense. So we need to say to her, you don't need to defend yourself so much. You don't need to be overly anxious about everything that's going on around you. Yes, I guess people have worries. Yes, I guess there's always something in your mind that might worry you. Particularly if somebody, for example, you're in a relationship and someone has gone abroad for some reason, perhaps to work, and you're at a distance from them, then you might have worries. Then you might have concerns about that. Because now we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is work. And this is usually someone who works on a craft at home. So if someone is, I might pick some more cards to get more of a story here. But this is working on a craft at home, working on something he's spending a lot of time there measuring out. So it's crafty. It's he's able to manufacture something there. He's got the screwdriver there. So whatever he is doing, whatever he is, could be a mechanic, it could be an artist, it could be a sculptor, it could be somebody making products, and then he's got them all here on his shelves. So he's got them on display. He's able to sell them. He's able to make money from putting in the hours. It can often be from home. With this card, so there might be something connected to working from home. Certainly that is something that happened after the lockdowns. A lot of people changed their lives to move to more a working from home environment, and perhaps that's changing. So let's get another card. Maybe it is as well, if I was saying you're with someone and they're going abroad to work and you're at distance from them, and then you have all of these control issues because you're stuck working at home, so they've gone away and you're at home. Or maybe they're at home and you've gone away. But Eight of Pentacles is quite good because it is money. Okay, we'll take those. We had 3 jump out. So let's see if these can help us. Okay. Right, kind of makes sense. So we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands is a relocation. You can see he's coming in fast there on that horse. It's almost shamanic. He's going on a trip. It's relocation. Now this can be within a company. So you can be moving offices or moving floors or positions within a company. It can also be location as in home. You can be moving country. So this might be to do with someone who is in a different land. There's been a relocation, and it is next to the work card. So working from a new home in a new location. And that might have came quite quickly because the Knight comes in quickly and stirs things up. He's very passionate, very much action orientated, so action had to happen quickly. This is very charismatic, this is very charming, this will kind of, set your world on fire, and then the fire will burn out and it'll be gone. So someone come in and then someone can be gone quite quickly. So bear that in mind. You do have a lot of wands, so you've got 6 of Wands, 2 of Wands, Knight of Wands, and here we have the 9 of Wands. So kind of defending yourself. This person may be defending their ideas so that you might be defending yourself, but it's kind of, when you're up against it all, you've put that staff in the ground and you are saying, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I believe in this. I'm going to stick to this wand. Even though it's the 9, it's like he's really holding on to 1 here. He's putting it in the ground and he's saying, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to work with this. So someone who's determined. You might have had, discussions and pleas of passion that, or it can be, opinions, arguments, criticisms, points of view that you were putting to this person, but they defended themselves. They had the upper hand. They stood aloft on the ground and they were able to defend themselves and able to say that no, they were going to stick to their guns. They were going to stay and go with the passion, go with the work, go where it's went from 6 to 2 and then Knight to 9. So, there's a lot of creative energy here. A lot of creativity. Very creative person this is. So it's almost like an air sign and a fire sign, and the difference between the two. So this fire sign can be about movement as well. This movement, this fire sign wants to get on, wants to take action, wants to go and keep going and run with the wind and hold on to that wand. He's not letting that go. So he has passion and he's prepared to move forward with it. And yes, there might be opinions, there might be plenty of reasons not to, but he's decided to stick that one that he had in his hand in the soil and go for it. And then what do we have? We have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups, you might say, is a level up from the 2, because the 2, there's this young man proposing a relationship to this lady, and then the King is someone who, let's say, has been a little bit isolated emotionally, is very sensitive, very much the Cancerian, Piscean, Scorpio card, grounded in reality, but very spiritual, very sensitive, very emotional, very caring, wear their heart in their sleeve, so they get affected deeply. And because of this, they can actually shut off from the world. They can pull back from the world because they feel things. I've met some Cancerians who even when they look at a texture, they feel it physically. They have this sense where even a texture of something can irritate them. So they're very wary of the world because it's bruising. It can hurt. So this person may have this soft center that you don't get to see. They may feel that they've been left on their own, and you don't get to see that actually it does affect them emotionally. They are mature, they have been through life, and they have the cup here, so they're still got it to offer. And he's not holding on too tight. He's almost got his hands open, so he is prepared to give it. He is prepared to offer it up. But I think he's quite suspicious. You've got the crab here as well, which is the Cancerian, so it's the hard shell, but the soft center. So this is the energy I think we're coming out with, where this person, now this can be male, female, but I'm kind of seeing it as the male here, is more sensitive than you realize, is detaching because of that sensitivity, and feels a little bit isolated, feels like they are on an island on their own. Everyone's busy doing their own thing, so nobody's really getting that they've been through some turbulent waters, that this has caused them a great deal of discomfort, and they're still able to offer their cup, but it's just that spiritual, watery, emotional, sensitive energy that has great power. He is the king. So it is that level of, there's power in that, but also almost like we have the king of emotions here, and we have the queen of communication. So is there something to do with this king and queen? Somebody can't help getting emotional when someone tries to communicate, and it can be vice versa. This can be represent, king and queen is pretty much the same. Is someone being cold and cutting, attacking, cutting you in two, and you're feeling that. No one thinks you feel that because, you're fiery and you defend yourself, and it looks like you're able just to move on quickly from one thing to the other. But you feel it. You feel it. You're sensitive. So we would say connect that this pillow is purple, and purple is your crown chakra above your head. It's funny I put my hair up like that today. So it's going up to the spirit. So it's connecting with the spiritual realm, which may help. So yes, this could be a relationship which is going through some difficulty and is causing this kind of stagnant energy. So let's go to the guides and see what they say. Ask Your Guides by Sonia, Choquette. So let's get some information for this relationship. Very interesting. Let's see what the other tarot is. Oh yeah, Four of Swords, rest, recuperation, meditation, napping, need to get sleep. So this idea that, there's been a lot of worries and concerns, there's been thinking at night, overthinking, you're not getting the sleep you need, and to heal the heart, you need rest. You need appropriate rest, appropriate healing, having healing. And it would be interesting if you were doing more resting, if you were finding yourself seeing those colours. Do let me know. So the card that jumped out is Unconditional Love from the Divine Mother. So this is the Mother Mary, and she loves you as a child. Maybe you never felt that love from your mother, and the Divine Mother is coming in saying she has even more love to give. She has love that you can, I can feel tapping on my head. She has an even greater presence and a greater love, an all-embracing love for you, and you are her child. It's number 1. So that's a new beginning. So there is a new beginning starting where you are going to be perhaps feeling more nurtured, perhaps feeling that there is some sort of support coming from somewhere, some love coming from somewhere, and that will make you move down into the heart again. So we've got a huge big heart here. So you kind of maybe have kept your heart closed off a little, but just send up a little wish to Mother Mary, and she will tend to the wounds of childhood, because a lot of people have experienced trauma in their childhood, and then that stays with them, and it has a way of I feel like somebody's rubbing my head. It can stay with you for your life and cause issues as you get older, as you are in your maturity. Even older people who have never done their work, it's often inner child stuff. It's stuff, what do you call it? EVC? What's it called? Something child experiences. CE. It'll come to me. But yeah, we can be damaged in childhood, and she is coming in and offering you that love that maybe you're not getting, because it's unconditional. It doesn't matter what you have done. This is an all-encompassing love. This is a compassionate love that's coming in. That's beautiful. Because everyone has a level of innocence as a child. And goodness me, it could be to do with spiritual development as well. There's too many that have jumped out, but I'm going to take that one because it's psychic awareness. So there could be suddenly for you a level of psychic awareness opening up. We also have, let's see, where is it? The fish here. So we have the Piscean energy coming in, which is the King of Cups, that water energy, that spirituality. We have the moon. We are full moon in Aries tomorrow. This could be about an Aries. There's a lot of fire here. Perhaps this is to do with an Aries, and this full moon in Aries is going to bring things to the surface, is going to bring things that need to be talked about, some action that is needed in some way. With spiritual development, 4 and 7 is 11. So, oh my goodness, it says my disk space is low. Ooh, hope this records. 4 and 7 is 11, which is a master number. So it's a really important number for spirituality, spiritual development. You've got different levels of development, but it sounds like this full moon is going to wake you up. This golden energy here coming down. It's like the Christ consciousness is going to come in. We have the owl. No, it's the hawk. It's the hawk. Sorry, not the hawk, the eagle. So the eagle is spirit. The golden energy is the Christ consciousness. So there is this higher energy coming in, this divine mother, this psychic awareness of this other world, this new reality, this new moon, full moon, is bringing in this new energy. This energy is hitting. These are the colours of the Reiki, the purples, the pinks, the blues. That's what I was seeing when I closed my eyes today. And this is the divine soul. So whatever you've going through is perhaps as difficult as it is, it's waking up your divine soul. It's waking you up to your psychic awareness, to your spiritual world, to the spiritual world, which is the King of Cups. Awareness of that higher spiritual world. Let's go, keep going, and then I'll do a couple more, and then I might have to stop it in case this doesn't save. I hope it saves. Okay. Business. So this one jumped out. So this is relating to business. You've got two people deciding to come together and have a conversation. It's number 5, 6, 7. So 7 is a very spiritual number. Venus, which is the heart energy, again dropping down to the heart, moving more into the heart, and using that in your dealings. You've got money grows on trees here. You've got hearts and cashola. So there's some sort of business deal, some sort of heart-centered business that's going on here. And it's about working with the heavens in your work, moving forward, doing a new contract, signing a new deal, having a new agreement, but going from the higher perspective. So maybe that's what was needed, a difficult period, and then this psychic awareness, this spiritual awareness, and then once you're in that spiritual awareness, your decisions will be different. So I wanted to pick a colour for you as well, because a colour is something easy that you can incorporate into your life going forward, which might help. So can we have one colour for your group today, please? One colour that will be helpful with this relationship thing. We have aqua. Look at that, the water. Again, the water energy, the water sign, that emotional tears, sorrow, sadness, expressing that in the waters of your eyes. It says experience peace and calm. It's 33, which is another master number. What does it say about aqua? Drink more water. Drink more water. Go for a dip in cold water swimming. Go for a dip in the pool, a warmer environment. Go for a dip, go for a swim. So getting in touch with water, being around water. It says, aqua creates a state of serenity, tranquility, and peace by soothing your mind and calming your nerves. It's a great colour to work with in meditation when you would like to experience inner stillness. It is also a colour of patience, of faith, acceptance, and coolness. Aqua dissolves your fears to increase your confidence and belief in yourself. Calm your nervous system. Soothe your mind by immersing yourself with aqua rays of light. Spend some time relaxing and focusing on your inner stillness. Imagine beautiful rays of aqua light moving through your nervous system, calming, purifying, and creating a sense of peace. The affirmation to say is, Divine Spirit, infuse me with healing aqua light. Calm my nerves and allow me to experience a sense of peace and tranquility. Divine Spirit, infuse me with healing aqua light. Calm my nerves and allow me to experience a sense of peace and tranquility. I think that goes back to the swords as well, all those worries, concerns, those things that have bound you, those things that shut you down, shut you off. There's a need to calm those nerves so that you can experience peace and calm, so that you can move forward in a better way. Okay, let's do one of these quickly. So this is the Lenormand. If you follow me regularly, you know I have trouble saying that one. Card dropped out. Okay, wow. Moon. So something is happening tomorrow, October 17th, supermoon in Aries. Something is going on, something we need to pay attention to. Something's going to be revealed. So when we have the moon card in tarot, it shines a light on something that we didn't see before. We can now see more of the picture, more of the story. We needed the moon to come in and reveal something to us. We didn't have the full story. And this is the Hermit as well. He's always in the moon card. So it can be about, maybe you had to spend some time by yourself. Maybe, you're happy enough in your own company. You don't need somebody else. But generally the Hermit then, after spending a little bit of time on his own, gets a lot of wisdom, gets a lot of experience, and decides to turn around and move forward into life. So perhaps that was a period where you were gathering, you were solitary, you had created a life for yourself, but maybe, you just weren't revealing your true self to the world. And so now the hermit must come out and reveal himself now, must move forward like the knight, must take action and go out there and be seen like the very first card, be seen by the community, take part in the community again. Let's do a quick read on what the moon says on this deck. But I can't believe we picked the moon. It's also 32, which is 5. 3 and 2 is 5. And you've got hearts there. So there's something that we don't quite see with regards to love. It says the moon is a card with double meanings. It holds a contradiction between the thirst for new experiences, material pleasures, and the need to ponder and rest. It signifies heightened intuition and a propensity for rethinking the past, especially in terms of traditions and ancestors. This card has to do with the influence of karmic debts on the present. It encourages the utilization of talents for career success. The moon card's many positive aspects include innovation, reward, respect, protection, comfort. Its negative meaning can be indifference, instability, depression, or unrecognized services. So I think that's a mix of what we had already. It describes a person with great intuition, who may be a bit melancholy. It indicates the desire of partners to spend time in tranquility and comfort and to have a good rest. So it doesn't all have to be party, party, party. You can have a companion who you chill out with. That mutual understanding of each other, that intuitive connection with each other. It recommends that with work you follow an intended path. And in well-being, it could be to do with unstable emotions, mood changes, and an occasion for reflection, because we see the reflection of the moon in the waters. Again, the waters. So what is life reflecting at you? Okay, let's just do one more quick card before my system closes down. I need a new laptop. Let's wish me a new laptop. Somehow, some way. Okay, let's go. Can we get one, please, for the group who are watching? I wish you well, whoever this is about. I know it's not easy going through relationship, breaking down, going through everything that has to be discussed and dealt with, and coming out the other side, and then picking up your life and going out into the world again and facing the world. But you know, it doesn't all have to be done in a day. Take time to rest. And you're ready to move forward, you're ready to take the action, so trust that. Limitless is what's come out. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone. And that's it too. There's hands open here with butterflies all around, and a circular mandala type energy, which is that it just grows and grows and grows, and it's more intricate and more intricate. So life will just keep evolving, and you just need to have your hands open to receive the transition, the changes that life brings. You are limitless, so trust in that. Allow Mother Mary to come in and give you that love, that nurturing that you need. On the back, have faith. Have faith, because it is coming to pass. There is newness coming in your life. You have hummingbirds here, which are the love charms, coming in to drink the nectar of this beautiful flower. So there is a possibility of love energy here as well. And it says miraculous, amazingly, everything, miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. So there is that love energy, so have faith. Things are going to turn out good. Things are going to change for the better. Have faith. Do what is necessary. Take your rest. Heal your wounds. Recover from what has happened. But there's a big shift happening, and it'd be very interesting. I'll have to get this out tonight so you're aware of what to be aware of for tomorrow, because it is big moon energy. Even now I'm just feeling like almost like vertigo. I'm feeling myself kind of woozy with the energy that is around right now. I don't know if you're feeling it, but I am. So I'm going to cut it short there. I hope that has helped. If it resonates, give me a thumbs up. Do like, share, do leave a comment. Even if you find part of it interesting, if you go back to it next week and watch it again, sometimes the other part will click in and make sense. But that's your reading for today, October 16th. I hope you enjoyed. Do subscribe to the channel. It'll let you know when the next one is up. And hopefully after this moon passes and my energy is a bit more stable, I'll get back to more regular Tuesday thoughts. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Look after yourselves. Nurture yourself. Also be aware that with this moon, there is a lot of psychic stuff happening, a lot of new psychic awareness, new psychic energy is coming in, and you don't quite see it yet. You don't quite see what this big shift is going to be yet, and it can be to do with the moon and the stars and the constellations and what happens in the sky as well. Blessings. Take care of yourselves. I'll see you soon.